Hello. How's everybody doing? Good to see everybody here. We've got Lisa Kalovi, Davis Family Life, Kitchen Garden Therapy, Arizona Kid, Country Mama Musings. I don't know why I can't scroll up. It's so maddening. There we go. Yep, Country Mama. She's here early. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing today? Diesel's barking. And go see him. He's watering the garden. We figured if we were on the couch today, he might do a little better. Hey, go. Go, go, go. Hello, Bland's Promised Land. Bland's Promised Land Ranch. Now I can't even do that. No problem, Arizona Kid. We appreciate you. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anybody want a dog? A bulldog? Warning, he's kind of stubborn. He's really annoying. Glad you're here, Davis Family Life. Thank you. Hello, Joyful Acres. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're well. So I got this new light thing. It was a flash sale on Amazon, so we were hoping that would help with some of the lighting issues. So I got that going on. Joyful Acres will take Diesel because I just offered him up. Ryan's going to join us. And Diesel's joining us. Hail, hail. The gang's all here. Hey, Mejias. Welcome, welcome. Hey, guys, I'm posting the link if you guys want to join. I'm going to send it up there again. I really want Granny Marino to come up here. I just posted the link, and it says StreamYard.com, so I hope that helps. It's been a nice, relaxing end to the week here. There's Diesel.
Say hi, buddy.
Say hi. Are you going to? Yeah, you're a daddy's boy. We know. We know. Hi, Lisa Kalovi. Hey, How to Garden. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. We're just getting everybody logged on and trying to keep Diesel quiet. Hey, let's see. Hey, Slava.
Hi. Hello.
Welcome, welcome.
Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm so tired.
You look comfortable.
I've been working today. Yeah, I'm in pajamas already. I decided it's time to relax.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't blame
It was a long day.
Yeah.
I was working, and I mean, I don't do much at work, but I'm still getting tired.
Some days are like that. I totally get it. Totally get it.
Yeah. I'm still getting tired.
Hey, there's Eric.
Hi.
I'm trying to move this here so we can fit all in here, but there's Ryan.
Hello, everyone.
What's going on? What's going on? Hey, so Lisa, much like you got your little lamp there, and which I can only see Ryan, which is not a complaint, but there you go. There you go. But anyway, so we've been in preparation for doing some things around here too, and so I went out and got what Monica found on one of those flash sales or whatever, one of those speakers. So I wanted to jump on for sure tonight to see how I sounded.
You sound pretty good.
Yeah, you sound pretty good. What do you think, Slava?
Yeah, it sounds great.
Okay. Well, I see that my color's not quite as good. I need to start like getting ready for the show, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe you need one of these.
No, That, or I mean, I threatened the kids right before you got on. I'm like, enough, be quiet in there. And then they quieted down, but then they started watching the show, and I'm like, come on, man.
Well, we have the same problem. We have Diesel though.
Yeah.
You can't have the cake and eat it too, you know?
You can't. Hey, Free Anley Maid, welcome. Glad you're here. Yeah, our biggest problem is trying to fit us all in the same screen because.
Here, let me.
Yeah, I moved it.
Let me get a little less comfortable.
Yeah, come on over. Wait, no, that's crazy. Come here.
There you go. Act like you love each other.
And we got some. Hello, Gail.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Hi, Gail.
I didn't tell you I was coming. I just surprised you.
You just whooped right in.
I just whooped right in. Yeah.
That's a good
I was over
surprise.
at Pafford Homestead Live. And I was like feeling bad that I had to leave. I was like, I gotta go.
Hi,
Because I knew
Evans.
this was your time.
Hi, Evans Family Homestead. Welcome. I feel like I missed somebody. I had to go back in the chat. See what happens when you move the camera out to be able to see us both. I can't see as far. That's what happens when you get a little. If I missed you, put in a comment for me. Sifting some soil, 55. Welcome. Yeah, we want to get. We're gonna leave room for Granny Moreno. We're hoping she jumps on tonight.
Yes, I think she will.
I think she will too. So, how's everybody's week been?
I talked to her on the phone earlier today, actually.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good.
Are you all neighbors?
I'm in Texas, and Granny Moreno is in Tennessee.
Well, that's what I meant. If you two,
Well, we're neighbors. You and I are neighbors, aren't you, Texas?
sometimes it depends on how much.
Sometimes Texas? What does that mean? You're Texas. You're always Texas.
Well, I guess I'm not technically Texan because I have not been born here.
Oh, how many years have you lived here in Texas?
Yeah. So what most people don't know is that Texans are very reserved who they let call themselves Texans.
Oh.
Huh.
Yeah, I remember when I first moved here, I told somebody I was from Texas. They're like, if you weren't born here, you're not a Texan.
Oh, that's a very mean Texan. Most Texans are raised with manners, and I cannot see me saying that. Now, if you've lived here like 5 or 10 years, maybe if it's under that, you might be like, yeah. But I was born in Texas. I was born in Fort Worth.
Okay. Yeah.
How many years have you been in Texas, though? You didn't answer that part.
Only 7 years.
7 years. Well, see, that fits in the time frame. I said like 5 or 10 years. So
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
you can be a Texan. We'll let you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Now I'm an honorary Texan. I feel so
Yeah,
special.
that's right. You've been stamped.
YouTube has voted. You are a Texan.
I'll make sure next time somebody says that to me, I'll say, no, Gail said so.
Exactly. that should carry weight in any circle, right?
There you go.
Right.
There you go.
So I guess I'm not American because I've been here like 9 and something years. It's not 10 yet.
You're American.
Yeah.
Even though I have my citizenship already. So
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
No.
You have a beautiful accent. I just love your accent. It's so pretty.
oh,
I do too. Slava, you're American. We love you.
She sounds so awesome, and I sound like a country hick, Oh boy.
I sound like a cross between a country hick and a girl who stepped off the subway in New York, so don't worry.
So, Gail, I have to ask you that's one thing that I found very interesting in Texas, and anybody who hasn't been here, Texas is so massive that you have all different types of, conditions. You have the desert, you have mountainous land, you have, just everything you can think of, even from a temperature perspective. But that's one thing I've noticed is Texans, some of them have really strong accents and some of them don't.
Yep.
So why do you, if you're from Fort Worth, why do you have a really strong accent?
Well, I was born in Fort Worth, but I was raised in Abilene. I don't know. It probably has to do with how thick your parents' accents are. Like I moved from Texas to Rhode Island like when I was about 20. And oh my gosh, I couldn't even get out a whole entire sentence before they were stopping me to ask me where I was from. Where are you from? You know, I'm like, oh my goodness. And then I would have to tell them and then tell the story. And then I would get to finish whatever I was trying to say.
That's awesome.
We experienced the same in North Carolina, being from Connecticut, New England, and we were in the Appalachian Mountains of North Carolina, which the dialogue and I'd say the accent is much different than other parts of North Carolina. And they would say, you know, where are you from?
Yeah.
I noticed when I was in Rhode Island, you would think all the people in New England had similar accents, but Rhode Island and then Boston, Massachusetts, totally different. New York, a whole other thing. They're all different types of that. Just like, I guess, just like Southern accents are different types too.
Yeah.
But
Hi, Brampton Gardner. Hello, how to garden. Hello, kicking it with Harold. And Arizona Kid said, so was my two brothers and sister, but me and my older brother born in Arizona.
I did have some news I wanted to share. I've been all day. I've been excited about it. I know some of our other videos we talked about. You know, maybe some concern about getting a date for processing our two meat pigs. Well, today I was able to get one, and August 31st we're going to be processing the two meat pigs. So it's about an hour and 40 minutes from where we are, but I was glad to get that.
hi, how to garden.
This year, and then I think next year once we breed and keep a couple of the pigs that we have, I will be able to have the time to get the stuff to process them ourselves. So I was pretty excited because it's been very difficult to get processing dates up.
Yeah, I've heard that. I think it was Tony at our cabin in the woods had a really hard time getting a date for processing of his pigs.
Yeah, we're really grateful. We called the guy today and he said, absolutely good to go. So we'll bring him the end of August. And I think we're okay with processing them ourselves, but in the middle of the summer, we got them in the end of January. So they're already pushing 220 something pounds and, you know, call it novice stuff. You know what I mean? And we had to figure things out, but we didn't want to do that at the end of August. We had November in our heads because, you know, November, the flies are not as bad. We could do it in the garage. We can keep everything good. But we were really worried about flies, keeping flies off the meat, keeping the meat cold while the two of us did it versus a whole bunch of us. And
Have you done it before, Lisa?
I have not. Ryan has when he was younger.
Yeah. You should ask Simply Jan Homestead, because I think that they just did this, and I think that she was saying she wished they had not done it in summer.
Yeah, it's
because they process their own.
Hi, Andale. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, it's difficult in the summer. I mean, just you have to be concerned about spoilage, and I think flies and stuff like that. It's, you know, I when we got them in January, I was thinking, okay, if I couldn't get a date, we'd be okay. But they grew quicker than we I guess I had anticipated. But I guess we would have done it either way if we had to. It wouldn't be ideal, but I wasn't uncomfortable having to do it if we couldn't get a date. I just didn't want them to get too large. But our plan is, I think the next go around, which would be next year or the year after, we would go ahead and do it ourselves.
Yeah. I think we ended up, when Winston got injured, we ended up buying a stock tank just in case to have on hand in case we had to put them on ice and stuff. So crisis averted. So I think we're just really excited that we can, plus if it's USDA processing plant, we can sell it versus if we did it ourselves. So we're excited about that. However, I want to switch gears for a minute because Free Hanley has been typing that she was suspended for a week from something, and I wonder if she'll come up and tell us.
Because of me.
Oh, no.
Yesterday in my random live I did in the middle of the day, we had some trolls in there, and I was trying to hit on the troll to suspend them or take them out or whatever, and I accidentally hit Will It Grow. So I timed out Will It Grow, and then Niecy was laughing. So she got in trouble just for laughing. Also, I was called out on my weeds in the garden situation, so that didn't help me. But Niecy just got in trouble for laughing. She was just up on the panel laughing at it. She was like, you timed out your team leader. I'm like, yeah, I did.
I saw that the other day.
And the video was out the very next day. Like today, the video is out. As soon as I saw it, I was like, that video, I'm in that video. I know I am. I knew I was in trouble the second I did it. I was like, oh, man.
Yeah, so we're feeling pretty good about the pig stuff, and then we're about to process our meat birds. We did a video last year on it. I don't know that I'll do a video as close up on it again. I think last year was pretty good, but we just ended up buying a freezer today, as most of you saw on Instagram, because that's freezer number 4, because it dawned on us we're going to have 2 large pigs processed, and we're also going to have about 30 meat birds. So
plus a half a steer.
Oh yeah, and half a steer that we ordered locally.
Do you have a generator for backup?
Yes. Yes, we do. That's a good point, because that was one of our concerns. We haven't experienced many power outages here, but given this time of year, yeah, I definitely wanted to make sure we had that as well. So we do have a Generac portable generator.
Yeah, it only takes one time to lose it all,
Yeah, that was. It's funny. I actually have a story of it. I guess it's kind of funny, but when I grew up, my grandparents had cows and a large garden, and they had the same freezer in there when I was in my, I'd say, early 20s. And then by then my grandfather passed away, and my grandmother was living there, and she had someone come in and service the furnace. Well, they unplugged the freezer to plug in their light. When they left, they didn't plug it in. So about a week later, we found the freezer, everything in there had defrosted and went to waste. Well, we cleaned it out and left it unplugged. And now keep in mind, this freezer was probably from the, I'd say, mid-60s. Well, when my grandmother got her next electric bill, she was like, well, geez, if I knew it was using that much electricity, I'd unplugged it 15 years ago. Because she didn't have a lot in it, but it was an old freezer and it used a lot of electricity. And I guess I thought it was a funny story. But, I guess we had today.
When you talk about the butchering thing or the processing or whatever language you would like for me to use, I can. But
we're fine.
Yeah. So a few months back, well, probably about a month ago now, well, maybe a little longer, but I had called the processor and asked about the pigs, and they told me it would be about 7 months out. And I was like, man, if it's 7 months out for pigs, I know it's going to be bad for cows. So I asked them, when's the next appointment for the cows? And the soonest they could get me in was at the end of April of 2022.
Wow.
I'm like, man, you got to be kidding me. Now, of course, and Gail knows this being down here in Texas, that it's too hot no matter what time of the year it is to hang cows up in your barn, and it's too dusty down here. So you just can't do that. So the lady said, well, how many do you have? I said, well, I have 2 I got to get rid of now because they're ready to go. And she said, well, this is a Friday. I called her, and she says, how about tomorrow morning? And I'm like, man, you got to be kidding me. because where I keep the ones I take to butcher are at a different place. So that meant I had to go get them, load them up, and it's never at my place. I have much better control over all the cows. And so anyway, so I had to go there. That was the video, by the way, where we got stuck in the mud. And so that's why we were there. And that's why we had to get through the mud to get to them. So anyway, fast forward, we take them to processing. We get them back. Now we had two full grown cows. So we had over 500 pounds of meat, just meat. That was 28 boxes that I had in the back of my Sequoia. Okay.
Wow.
So we have 3 big freezers. My parents, which live right next door to me, we all work together. They've been in some of the videos as well. And they have 2 big freezers. And so we get everything unloaded. Well, the next day, Monica goes out to get something out of one of the freezers that, mind you, we've packed every freezer up. And she comes and she's like, "We got a problem." I said, "What's the problem?" She's like, "One freezer's not working." And everything was starting to thaw out. So it was a mad dash to figure out. So that night, we started smoking rabbits. We put rabbits in the crock pot. We took out all the frostbitten meat that we didn't think we would eat and start feeding it, cook it and feed it to the animal. I mean, we were doing everything we could to get that one freezer unloaded. Thankfully, we were able to get it before there was any damage to the meat. But that's that's the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah.
Something drops out like that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like a worst nightmare,
I have to keep an extra freezer for deer meat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I don't process any meat, because I live in, a small city, but not a small town, but not like in the country or anything. But I have deer hunters, my brother and my husband too. So between the 2 of them, if we end up with 2 deer, we gotta have a freezer.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I see Carpenter Self-Reliance says things are getting better here for processing cattle. Processing guys are expanding. That's really cool because, we were on a list. We've been talking about it. We have been inquiring about a date since last year, and we were on a waiting list, never got a call. We didn't even have the animals yet, but we were on the list, and this just came to us from the person we buy the steer from. So he said, "Hey, try this place," because of course the guy that we buy Davis Family Life, thank you. We get the steer from him. He's plugged in because every year he has X number of slots. So he's pretty lucky about getting that stuff. But we were just grateful to get this today. And today it just dawned on us. I was off today, but it dawned on us like, wow, we're going to have 2 pigs and all these chickens because we're looking at the Cornish cross and they are filthy birds. I just want to say they're filthy. They stink. They're gross. I'm sticking with heritage breeds, I think, moving forward. But anyway, they're huge. So when we process, we have about 30 of them. So we'll process them. So we'll have a lot of chickens, and then we'll have the turkeys.
So one thing that maybe to think about if you can't get your name on a list now is pick that date ahead of time. Even before you drop a litter, that way you're on the books. That's what we started doing.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, because of our wait time. The last couple slots that we had, it started back when COVID first hit, and we were able to get in right before then. But after, when everything started going crazy, we didn't even have litter on the ground yet. We had already sold every one of the pigs to other folks, but we always keep at least 2 out of every litter. And those ones we had already scheduled an appointment for processing. So I think Ryan and Lisa, the last time we were not last live, but a couple lives ago, we were talking about the processing part of it. And you were mentioning that that's why you didn't want to do it by yourself, because you wanted that USDA stamp. So have you had a change of heart in that? Because you were saying that you guys were looking to do it the next time yourself.
Well, yeah, I have. I know we've discussed about, trying to sell the meat, and I guess I'm not as optimistic as Lisa is on some of this. But my concerns have always been that we have enough food for ourselves.
Mhm.
So if I get concerned not knowing what's going to happen, and probably there's no need to, but that was my thought. It was like, well, I don't want to have to wait for they get too big and they're too much, fat or waste on the pig. I would just rather do it for myself, and at least at that point, I know we have meat for ourselves. But I could, I know where Lisa is. We're trying to, build something. So I kind of go back and forth. But at the end of the day, my point is that I don't want to run out of food.
Hi, Kansas Misfit. Hi, Weibel Family Adventures. And of course, Daz. I think I missed you earlier. No offense, Daz. You know I love you.
Yeah, Ryan.
Yeah.
I was going to say real fast that, and this is just our experience, but I know with pork, we typically do not sell much pork. There's some people who buy beef from us that want pork, but most of the time it's few and far in between. It's just as a pig farmer, it's just, there's not money in it unless you have a ton of them and you're selling them to processing plants or something.
Right.
Because I've tried to sell like things back to the butcher, and unless you have certain credentials through the government, then they cannot really sell it a certain way, if that makes sense. So like for us, we do grass-fed beef, but unless we are certified through the government, then the butchers can't take that and sell it as grass-fed beef.
That's good to know.
Good to know. Yeah. I mean, we've had people ask us about they'd buy a pig, and I know what a lot of people do around here is if we have a pig, they'll pay for the pig and the care and whatever the price is for that pig. And then you take the pig to the processor and deliver it for them, and then they pay for the processing. So that's similar to what we do with our beef. We order half a steer, and then we call the processor once it's been dropped off, and then we say, this is how we want it cut.
I think a lot of times the risk for that, though, because Monica and I have gone back and forth where a lot of people want us to raise the pigs as well. The risk for me is what happens if something happens to the pig. Whether it gets attacked by one of its litter mates, or it gets out and gets lost, or I don't know, the dog goes crazy and eats it. I don't know. I mean, it's just or like with it was Sherman that got sick, right?
Yeah. Winston. Yeah.
Or Winston rather. Yeah. So even with something like that's unexpected, it just happens. And then, so how do you reimburse them all the money, or you just say, sorry, maybe next time it'll work better?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
Good point.
That's a very good point. Maybe there needs to be like a small little contract involved.
Yeah. And that's
to, save your butt or whatever if you need to.
And that's kind of my thought, Eric, is that, I guess we maybe see things differently sometimes, Lisa and I do, but my concern is, and I've mentioned it before, is when the COVID and there was shortages of meat or the prices went up, that's always been my concern, is that, we have enough to provide for our family. So I look at it a little different. But you're absolutely right. There has to be some thought that goes into it, if you're going to start selling.
Yeah. Welcome, Be Well.
Yeah, and to your point too, that's Monica and I, especially when everything started happening with COVID, that we really had to kind of step back and look at the beef and pork as a business opposed to homesteading. And so we leaned more towards the homesteading aspect of it and started, like I've told Monica, you sell as much as you want, as long as we as a family have what we need, I don't care. And so obviously, like right now, I don't need 28 boxes of beef. We do ship, by the way, if anybody's looking for some grass-fed beef.
I told you, deliver to South Dakota. You may also need to deliver to Slava.
Yeah, I always
Hey, I could go pick up my own.
Wisconsin though, because Wisconsin is closer, so
Road
I
trip.
always order from Wisconsin.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Slava, what are some things you've done differently with the whole pandemic thing going on? I mean, you've been growing a lot.
Well, one thing I did last year, I bought a deep freezer too, even though I live in Chicago and nobody does it here. People were like, "What? Why do you need deep freezer? You know, for what?" And I'm like, "For emergency, guys, in case." So yeah, I am getting a grass-fed beef from Wisconsin farms, and I'm also every summer I go to every you pick farm, and I just go and pick all of the strawberries and cherries and everything that I don't have. Like I'm growing strawberries, but how much I can grow in my little yard? It's not enough to freeze for winter. So I usually go and pick a lot of things and then I freeze some of it, and I also make some jams and preserves. So I always stock up for winter.
Nice.
Even though I live in the middle of the city, but no, I do it. I do it the country way.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the reality. You know what I mean?
I grew up like this. I was taught this way, and I know I have to do it now.
Mm-hmm. And that's what we're, out where we are. It's the growing season short, and we've had some difficulty understanding what we can grow here and stuff like that. But that's our plan, is to go to a farmer's market in town. And last year they had someone that was selling corn and a lot of it. So this year we're going to buy, I don't know, probably 3, 4, 5 bushels of corn and blanch it, take it off the cob and freeze it.
That's what Blue Collar did.
Mm-hmm.
Trinity and Tim are here. Hello, welcome.
Hi.
And I see Kansas Misfit said we're processing our cattle ourselves. Wow, that's a big job. Look at Paige. Daniel Murphy, welcome, welcome. How about you, Gail? What are some things you did differently because of the pandemic?
Just stocking up, and I did some canning. I canned a few different. My first canning was done this year: water bath canning, pressure canning, dehydrating. So yeah, putting up things like that, and maybe just stocking up on extra things in the grocery store too, and trying to stay stocked up on the mason jars and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty stocked up. I don't talk about it on my channel, the prepping stuff, but I actually do it. So
we went and looked for mason jar lids today. It's really funny. Like I'll say it. I went to Dollar General and on the way home from work, and I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the jars, and nobody has lids, but
yeah,
they had a package of jars and cans, and I was like, that's in the truck. Couldn't find lids anywhere today.
I can't find lids here too. I'm like,
anywhere
where they are.
They had limits on them in the store. We were at a store called Runnings.
I haven't looked lately, but
yeah, in Rapid City they had signs up and they were out of everything, but what they said on there was like limit 1 or 2, and everything was empty.
Wow.
We're back to of that stuff, huh?
Oh, it's crazy.
Is this considered canning season? I mean, I know we all can because we're homesteaders and we prep, but is this normal canning season? Is gardening time, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you seen the haul on Blue Collar's channel? My word, the amount of food they grew. Trinity, we can't hear you.
While they're getting that squared away, that's one of the things too. When you look at the processing and how long it takes to get in, anything that had anything to do with prepping was limited. We actually had a sick calf that we were trying to buy goat milk for, and we were limited from Amazon, Walmart. No matter where we went, we could only buy little bags of the dehydrated goat milk.
Jeez.
Really?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
But it's just like with the lids and stuff. Like anything that you need to homestead right now is becoming very difficult to try to locate.
Because even people who are not in the country, like me and her up there in Chicago, we're doing it too.
Yeah.
Even though we're not in the country, we're still prepping. We're still, we treat our backyard like it's, the garden, the big garden, and the chickens and all that. We're still doing that in the city because, because it's a crazy world right now. We want to be ready for it.
Yeah, I saw a video of a lady. She's down in Florida, and she was doing a whole canning episode, and we watched the whole thing through. And she bought all of her chicken. She was canning chicken, and she was just buying chicken breasts from the grocery store, and and so not knowing really much about the lady, in the next episode she was doing the canning out in her backyard, and then she looked like she lived in a little townhouse. So, but I think that to me, that's the smart thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Is
wherever you're at.
Yeah, regardless. I mean,
you can.
Arizona kid's trying to get on. He said he was having trouble with the link, so I'm going to try and add him. We got you. Hello, Philip. He's trying to get on. He said he was having trouble with it.
I felt left out.
We're having a party up here without you.
Yeah. Well, Daz took my job. He took my job. So.
Oh, what's that? Putting up links?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm crying.
You guys are awesome mods. Give the mods a shout out.
Yay.
Thank you.
Modding is hard, man. Sometimes, especially if you're modding for Ridge Life, man, that is a hard job. That is literally a hard job, man. 2 hours of click.
Tuesday night for the Watch and Grow this past Tuesday night. Whoa, that was scrolling so fast.
It seems like it's getting more and more every week. It's getting harder. That's why I don't put any links in. If I go in on Thursday, I'm like, I'm on strike. I'm not putting links up. I'm just here to listen.
Yeah.
What happened to Blue Collar?
They didn't have any audio, but I haven't seen them try to come back up. I think we have the Max on now, right?
Granny Moreno, are you coming up tonight?
I think she's having some trouble with her phone.
Oh, man. We had a conversation earlier, and I was trying to tell her the easy, the kind of the easy way to do it. So hoping I was helping.
Yeah, I was doing the same the other day because I know she was trying to do a live, so I was trying to send things.
Maybe you were telling her one way and I was telling her another way, and maybe now she's confused. I hope I didn't make it work, confuse her more.
Oh, Granny Moreno, did we confuse you guys? Hey, welcome, Fowler Family Farm. Glad to have you here.
I had a question on canning and preserving it because it's been a long time since I've done it. But if you, let's say you're canning, I don't know, beans, and you do it improperly, will you know that it's done improperly when you open it? Or I know following, if I'm not being clear, I guess I'm worried about getting sick.
After you take the rim off, the outer rim off, okay, then if it's bad, it'll pop up and you'll know that it's bad. Mm-hmm. But if you leave that ring on, then that's when you have a chance of it being bad and you don't know it. Except for the odor will tell you. But yeah, you got to take that ring off is what I've heard.
Yeah.
But Ryan,
I've heard that too.
About getting sick, Ryan, just have her try it and then you're fine.
Wow.
That's
a good point.
Have her try it.
I think Diesel should try it. What do you guys think?
No, but
not Diesel.
Nobody should try it.
Nobody. No.
If it looks suspicious, if it smells.
Maybe one of those stinky chickens out there.
Yeah, they can try it. Hey, Lori from LG, welcome.
But I'm
just
not,
put a ring around them. If they don't kill over the next day, then you're good.
Yeah, I'm not understanding I didn't understand that. What you were, I didn't understand
You take the ring off,
Okay, hold on. Let me show. I'll show you.
the screw top, and then it's got the lid. Oh, these
Yeah,
are
and you
small.
have to hear the pop. If it pops, then it's sealed properly.
Okay, here you go. Here's your visual. This is a really big. This is like a big one, but
yeah, I'm more
after
visual.
you've canned it a certain specific amount of time, okay, and it's sat and it's popped and it's done everything it's supposed to do, then you're supposed to take the ring off.
Yeah.
This. And
Yep.
it's just supposed to be this. So then if it's bad, it'll bubble up or something like that, and you'll be able to tell. If it's still hard sealed, then you're good.
Okay.
You got to take, after a certain amount of time, you have to take this ring off. Then it'll pop up on its own. But
Okay.
Homestead Tessie has a lot of videos on that.
Homestead Tessie.
Yep.
Huh? Yep.
Awesome. Thank you. Blue Collar's back with us. Gardening with Goody is here. Welcome.
I feel like
Still
we
don't
can't
have
hear
volume.
them again. We can't hear you, Blue Collar Homestead.
Hello, Joy Blessed Life. Oh, I think you had us, Blue Collar.
Yeah.
Can you hear us now? Try it again.
Let's
Can you
just
hear
talk
us?
to her. What do
Yeah.
Hey, we can hear you.
Okay, that's
Yay!
Finally.
It took us a while. I knew that button did something. I think I've been
Do you guys want to see something what I pulled out of my garden today?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was an oops. But look at these giant oops.
Go back a
okra.
little bit.
Okra.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Giant ones.
move it. Yeah.
It's the
I
same
did.
size as Paige's forearm.
Yeah.
It's this
He's
big.
got to wait
And what
for
are they? Okra.
This
Yeah.
is my oops in the garden today.
Wow.
What is that?
Well, it looks like a zucchini. I mean, it looks like a zucchini, but look at it. It has stripes.
Yeah.
I think I got a couple of things that like crossbred together is what happened.
No, one time I got a zucchini like that. It was they call it. Oh, M.I. Gardner had it labeled as Italian zucchini.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's what
and
I
I
thought.
want to ask Indiana Backyard Gardener because she sent me some, and maybe this is that kind that she sent me. Maybe like what you said, because I put some of hers in there too. But I'm gonna maybe send her a picture of this later and ask her. But maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's one of those that you're talking about. But I thought maybe something crossbred. And then I got a weird squash from Simply Tan too, which I knew it was a patty pan, but look at this little
Oh,
squash.
that is weird.
Oh, it's a patty pan squash.
I didn't know when I planted it what it was. It was just like, what is that down there?
That looks like
Your garden?
a giant
I
ravioli.
thought it was a diaphragm.
Oh my gosh.
Your
Hey,
garden?
check it out. We have like
Again,
22
Gail.
people in here.
Somebody's crazy.
Diaphragm, Gail.
Make sure you hit that like button. Wow, we got 23 people in here. That's pretty awesome.
You have Philip up here, you might get some thumbs down. Diaphragm jokes. And
All right,
Did you hear his corny little jokes in his videos? Oh my gosh.
check
Well,
that out.
I'm going to say this about Philip. I can't go into detail because Ryan's not too far away, but Philip
What?
helped me out with a birthday present.
Oh, he did. That's cool.
We'll leave it at that and we'll announce it the next time. But he helped me pick out something that I don't know what to do with.
That's very nice.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that.
She threatened me she'd unsubscribe from me if I help. I was like, yeah.
I'll
what do you
dislike
need?
all your videos.
I'll hit thumbs down on everything. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's your dad.
yeah. no-
Granny Marino said Ryan always listened for the sound of the swoosh when you remove the lid. That's awesome. Danielle Murphy is here, the other brother. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, Danielle.
Hi, Danielle.
Must
My cousin.
be friends of Blue Collar.
Yeah.
She's our niece.
My cousin. Yeah, typical.
Yeah.
DB Akers is here, gardening with Goody. That's awesome. It's so great to have everybody in here. Good stuff.
It is good. Did you
Hey,
guys see
Lisa.
our 135 pounds of tomatoes we pulled out?
Wow.
Wow.
It was amazing. I was sitting there blown away. I said to Ryan, I'm like, you know that killer flag countertop they've got? I said it was covered in food, but I think that was the 70-something pound one.
Yeah, this was just today.
Yeah.
We pulled 135 pounds and 5 ounces of nothing but tomatoes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, there's 133 plants back there. So, I mean, there's still, this is going to go on for a while. We'll probably end up with well over 1,000 pounds by the time it's all said and done.
Wow.
That's amazing.
We actually just made tomato soup with a bunch of that and had that for dinner.
That's why we were late.
Good night, River Rock. Thanks for being here. That's so awesome. Yeah, I mean, you guys get the award for the amount of food that you're growing on the smallest space. I mean, unbelievable.
I know. We need more land.
We do.
Yeah, we do too, but at the price of it, I think we're going to stick with what we have.
Well, that's kind of where we're at too. I think that this market eventually will crash again, and when it does, then I'll look for something else.
We need something like DB Acres. She's got a wonderful lot of land.
Yeah, Dawn's got, I think they have about 40 acres. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. Susie Jacobson said, holy tomatoes.
Yeah, there's a couple of them.
Holy tomatoes.
Broke Cowgirls in here. Thank you for being here.
I have to reply to.
Kansas Misfit. Thumbs down still counts as views. You know, I was offended by the thumbs down because the way I look at it is they watched it enough to say they didn't like it.
They saw your face and had a reaction like, oh, I really hate her. Thumbs down.
It's
Yeah,
so
I think that
true.
Southern living. She's so annoying.
Any attention is better than no attention.
Right.
True. So what plants are doing well this year in the garden for everybody? I know Philip's got his wife has a cool garden inside.
Yeah, we're excited because we got our first four tomatoes, 2 bell peppers, and a whole bunch of cucumbers, but no broccoli yet. No broccoli. I see you with all the broccoli. I'm like, where's
Yeah, I
our
saw the broccoli video today.
Yep.
So I'm
Well,
jealous.
we're doing bigger
Broccoli's
tomatoes.
kicking it this year.
Yeah, that's the
I
one.
got my first red okra today.
Yum.
Nice. What
Looks
is she-
good.
Oh, and where's the
cool.
strawberries? Where's the strawberries?
You know,
Like strawberries.
hold on a second. We did mention you in one of our other videos with the bag of strawberries.
Uh-oh.
Hold on, she's grabbing some strawberries. Wait, which one? Oh yeah. We're trying something different. We did this freeze dryer thing, but we stuck some of them in a jar
Okay.
and vacuum sealed the jar with one of them oxygen absorbers in it, and then we vacuum sealed it in a bag. And we're gonna wait about a month and open it up and see if there's a difference. Because the blueberries we put in a jar, but we didn't put the oxygen absorber in, but we did vacuum seal the jar, and for some reason, they still got a little bit mushy after a couple weeks. So we're kind of playing with this thing to see what works well, besides the Mylar bags.
Yep.
I love like we did the eggs. That was cool to see you dried up those or freeze dried the eggs and then you added the water and I don't know.
It came right back.
I was all upset about where's the strawberries? They didn't show the strawberries.
Don't worry, we still got strawberries.
Which unit did you purchase for the freeze drying? Or
It's a Harvest Right, the medium-sized one.
Yeah.
Which is probably their most common. I mean, the medium-sized one, the trays, they hold a lot, but I can't imagine how small the small one is. So, I mean, and the large one, that thing's a lot of money. Even the medium-sized one, it's a lot of money for that thing. But you know what? That's the most popular size. It seems to work good for us. And, getting the large one would probably be a real pain to move. Even the medium-sized one, that thing's got to be a couple 100 pounds. It's heavy.
It's like a laundry machine.
Yeah, kind of. It's like the size of a small refrigerator, like you'd have for like a dorm room or something. But man, is it heavy? It's got some weight to it.
Yeah.
do you think it was worth the investment?
So far, I mean, I would think it would be, but I mean, we'll have to see how long it lasts and how much use we get out of it.
Well, we want to try other stuff too. You can actually save like leftover lasagna or pasta or whatever, and you could freeze dry that and then reconstitute it later. So I want to kind of give that a try and see how well it does. And if it reconstitutes well, then I think it's worth every penny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they say with the Mylar bags and the oxygen absorbers and all that, you can store food for 25, 30 years. So,
And it retains most of its nutrients. When you use a dehydrator, it actually bakes out a lot of the nutrients. So this keeps majority of the nutrients in it.
I'll tell you what, that thing did an awesome job freeze drying the garlic that we sent through the coffee grinder to make the garlic powder. That worked awesome. That was really good.
Nice.
Really good.
We were looking at one tonight, and so we're just trying to toss it around and stuff. And I see Slow Lane living with Paula and Randy are here. Welcome.
Hi, Paula.
See, I'm all new to this, and I'm messing with like doing like the prepping RV thing and wanting to like store some food in it. And I you know, some people keep telling me like to buy like the bagged ones that are expensive and you add warm water and stir it. But like that, what you were just talking about the freeze drying, will that store in like my Arizona heat?
Yeah.
Will it store?
Yeah. Essentially, you're talking about MREs. Those are essentially freeze dried. So what you're doing is doing the exact same thing.
Okay. I didn't know that. I don't know much about it. I'm being honest. This is all new to me. So I'm like,
well, we're still learning about it too.
We're still learning too.
We're not connoisseurs of this stuff yet. We're working on it. You know,
we follow a couple channels that highlight it a lot or kind of really focus all their content on that.
Well, if you want to see a good channel that's got everything freeze drying, it's a guy. It's called Retired at 40.
Yes.
Wow.
That's all this guy does is freeze dry stuff. Like, Retired at 40. That guy's got a lot of good videos on freeze drying. A lot of stuff.
Have you tried freeze dried ice cream?
No, we haven't tried that yet. We thought about throwing some ice cream sandwiches in there.
Yeah,
I
those
bought
ice cream
some not so long ago. We have this store in Chicago. It's called American Science and Surplus, and they sell all these crazy things.
How much were they though?
Yeah,
were they
I purchased
expensive?
some freeze dried ice cream. It said on it astronaut something, and it was interesting to try. My kids were like, it doesn't taste good, because I told them it's ice cream, and they're like, it doesn't taste like ice cream at all.
Well, that's because it's not cold.
Yes, but it did have an ice cream aftertaste.
Well, you're in Chicago, so if they wait outside long enough, it'll get cold. Really cold. I've been there. It's horrible in the winter.
Ben, we lived.
Yeah, we lived there for a long time. Most of our lives we lived there, but the weather is just too cold.
No, I love it. I love my Chicago weather.
No, we don't like the cold. That's part of the reason we left. It was too cold. Too cold and too crazy for us. We wanted something a little more laid back, and now we got it.
We left North Carolina. It was really cold, and we came to South Dakota.
What made you go to South Dakota?
What's that?
What made you guys move to South Dakota from North Carolina?
Ryan got a job out here, so that's what's always caused us to move. So we relocated to North Carolina. We were there for a while, and then we moved out here.
Yeah, I'm in the mining industry, and mines typically aren't in nice areas. I shouldn't say that. Let me rephrase. It is a beautiful area. It's just usually most mines in this country are in remote areas like they are in other countries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the opportunity was great, and we do love it here. We are close to more populated areas, but we tend to live like we did in Connecticut, North Carolina, and here. We tend to live more remote than you normally probably would.
You know, I think Arizona Kid would have a hell of a time in one of those mines with his ATV. That sounds like fun.
Right now I'd probably go anywhere on one of those things just to get out and about on it.
Yeah.
It's banned from doing it right now.
We have to have them come show Paige some moves on her new four-wheeler.
No kidding. Yeah, what are we about, an hour and a half from Deadwood?
Yeah, we're about an hour and a half from Deadwood area.
Yeah. And Wall Drug is out in the Badlands. That's really cool. Thanks, Dawn. Yeah, we think it is. We really like it.
Yeah.
I've never been.
I seen you went to the ATV like lot, the other day, and I was like, do they actually let you, test drive those if you're thinking about buying one? Will they let you test drive it?
Yeah, where we purchased ours, they did. Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
They had a little track for you to ride it on, and so we tried.
Oh, they do? Okay.
Yeah, we bought ours actually north of Deadwood, and they had a little track for us to ride it on. And so the funny story about that is that we rode a short one, that had 4 seats. We rode one that had a short pickup bed, blah, 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 and all that stuff. And when we rode the one that we have now, it just seemed a lot more stable, and we decided functional. And get this, 0% financing, the only one.
Wow.
So we went with it and said, we're going to go functional, we're going to go fun, and we use it all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Is it street legal to drive that around? I mean, you guys are out it on,
You make it street legal.
Yeah.
Mine is. Buying anything 45 and below, I can drive it street legal. I just can't go where.
Yeah, it's the same thing here.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the same thing
I never
here.
knew that.
However, I mean, we used to drive stuff like that right next to O'Hare Airport, and it's legal as long as you don't get caught.
Yeah.
as long as you don't get
It's a
caught.
small city. You probably could get away with it here.
Yeah. I think that in that area they probably have bigger things to worry about than an unregistered 4-wheeler.
Oh yes. I live close to O'Hare.
Yeah.
It's getting crazy here.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of getting some land in some remote area.
Come to Tennessee. Plenty of
Too
land.
far. I mean, I would love to move to the country. The only thing, we have a business in the city. We have a small body shop. We fix cars after accidents. And we can't move the business. It's not as easy as something else.
Yeah.
It's established business. We don't want to lose
I don't
bread
blame
and
you.
butter.
Welcome, Lon's Family Homestead.
But I was thinking to get some like a summer house, like maybe an hour drive from Chicago. But everything in Illinois is so expensive. The land is crazy here.
Well, most people from Chicago sneak up to Wisconsin for the weekend. So look in Wisconsin. Don't look in Illinois.
I was looking in Wisconsin too, but everything close to Illinois, like, like Geneva or Wisconsin Dells area, it's also expensive there.
You know why?
Yeah.
Everybody's leaving Illinois and going to Wisconsin, which
Yeah.
drove those prices up. That's what's going on there.
Yes.
Yeah.
We saw the same thing here in western South Dakota. You look at property and land prices 2 to 3 years ago, and then today it's insane.
Yeah, I agree. That's why we're just gonna sit back and wait.
Well, everything is going up with property right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
The only thing that hasn't gone up for us is our property taxes. They actually went down.
Yeah.
Good for you. Ours
Yeah, they
is
went
up.
down like $8.
But that's better than going up, right?
Night
Yeah, but around here, when they go up, they only go up like $8 or $10. They kind of fluctuate. They go back and forth, $10 or $12 either way.
Yeah.
Night, Paula and Randy. Thank you for coming.
I should be starting my part-time job on the 26th.
Yay! Congrats.
Nice.
Great.
That's exciting. You must be thrilled.
Mm.
What
What will you be doing?
I'm just working retail. I'll be cashiering.
Oh, okay.
And we're gonna I have a YouTube meetup on Sunday. A friend that's gonna come. I'm gonna meet in person. She's gonna come stay for a few days. It's all a big secret. And then Nisi's trying to figure out who it is. And then after that, we're gonna go to Galveston area and go to the beach for a little bit. And then after that, so I asked her if I could start around the 26th. So it'll be sometime after that.
Nice.
But all the paperwork.
Hey, if you're doing retail, are you doing it at like Bass Pro or something?
This is a small town. I'm
Had to
looking
ask.
to even get a job, much less to be picky about it.
Tim was looking for
Yeah.
a discount.
I really prefer an office job, like secretarial, receptionist, something like that.
Joy Bless Life lives in Sevierville area with that.
That's right near Dollywood.
Yep.
Pigeon Forge. It's very
that's on the other side of the state from us.
Hey, Robert, how are you?
We're actually, I don't know, probably about 30 miles from the Mississippi River.
Nice.
East of the river.
We used to live in Asheville, North Carolina, so
we're close to Severe.
Yeah, Nashville's about 3 hours.
Yep.
From us.
Hey, Homestead Aquarius, welcome.
Sevierville is where Smoky Mountain Knife Works is located.
Yes, it is. That's an awesome store.
Yes.
I don't know how to respond.
Philip, you're quiet.
I know. I'm like I'm parched. I need to go get a drink or something. Like a drink. Like parched.
Yeah. Well, Daz is going to jump on too.
Yay.
Come on, Daz, jump on up. I'm going to see if I can. I've been having trouble getting down to the lower square, so hang on a minute.
Oh, is this like Hollywood Squares? Nobody told me.
Move around now.
Squares.
It is. I try to scroll it down. It doesn't. It's weird.
Can we get
Hang on, Daz. I got you, Daz.
Brady Bunch.
Hey, there he is.
There he is.
Hi, Daz.
What's up, man?
G'day, everybody. Hi. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
All
How are
right,
you
sweet.
feeling?
Nice.
Good day.
I just want to come on because I want to say to everybody, you need to check out the video where they move Sherman to see Ryan standing behind this pig, pushing it like a wheelbarrow. Like, you just have to check it out. It is so funny.
And Sherman going like this. He pushes him and he goes like this. His butt stays on the ground. That pig, let me just tell you about that pig, Daz. He has not made it out into the pasture once. He stays within the first 6 feet of his house. So tomorrow,
Man, there's too many stairs. He don't want to go down.
there's no stairs for him. That boy is going to get fed on the other side of the pasture tomorrow. So he knows where the ladies are.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen it, you need to check out the video. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Stubborn pig.
We got a buggy ride video coming up. I didn't get a chance to finish editing it, but I told you guys last week we had the camera upside down. So I got all the videos rotated around, and I'm just trying to use the music clips. And you know, when you edit, the music clips are really not that long to begin with, and that's kind of hard. So trying to get that together. So we should have that out this weekend.
I figured out how to fix my phone situation. Yeah,
You
I need
did?
a phone.
Get a new phone.
My apps are taking up a lot of the memory. I need a bigger
Phone.
memory phone on my phone. Yeah, that's the problem.
Who told you that? Who might have said that? Who might have told you need a new phone? Huh?
Multiple people. Yeah,
Uh,
multiple people. It's not one person. It's multiple
Yeah.
people. But I was like, I just deleted and I downloaded this onto my laptop. Why is this still happening? And I just keep asking questions. And finally, it's like, my apps are taking that much memory? Are you serious? And all I have is YouTube apps on there. Just my editor, Canva, Instagram, Facebook. That's it. That's all it's on there.
All right, so I just wanted to get on camera because I want to tell the world that I have the man flu. So I want to hear everyone go, "Oh!" Thank you very much.
Man, look at that.
You feel better,
Bye.
Daz.
You
Bye.
totally scared Arizona kid away.
Feel better, Daz. Feel better.
Arizona kid, you can't get infected by me. You're fine. Come back.
I bet he went to get a drink.
Probably.
I don't know. I think he heard man flu and he was out of here.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Good night, kicking it with Harold and friends, and welcome Hat Creek Homestead. Man flu, they're laughing.
Yeah.
Joy Bless Life has a tip for you, Gail.
Yeah, I saw that. Delete all of
Hi, MT Homestead. Welcome.
To use on apps, but then I would. The apps are all YouTube related. All of the apps on my phone are YouTube related. Anything not YouTube related, I delete it off my phone.
Oh, okay, good.
It's everything on there is just to make videos. Everything on my phone is just to make videos. I have no other apps there.
How many apps you have to make videos?
Just I have Video Guru, and then I have Canva to make thumbnails.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have Instagram to talk to people from YouTube, and then I have Facebook to post videos on from YouTube. So everything is related to YouTube.
Yeah.
Everything else is deleted. That's it. 4 apps, and my phone is full. I'm like, really?
I thought you have like 30 apps. That's why it's taking all the memory.
No, it's 4 apps. Well, the other day when I said I was going to throw my phone across the room, yeah. Well, I did accidentally drop it, and I thought that it was broken. And I thought, yay, my phone is broken. Yay, I get a new one. No such luck. I should have dropped it harder. Put an SD.
It works for my GoPro.
Christmas, I'm asking for GoPro.
Yeah.
And that'll solve all the problems.
Make sure you get a lot of backup SD cards for the GoPro.
I'll add that on my Christmas list.
Yep, get the full package, and then I know for us one of the biggest things was having SD cards that were large enough that if I didn't get a chance to offload the videos onto the computer, that I was able to have another one, because every time you put an SD card in, you have to format it and it erases everything.
Ooh.
So like for me, I bought
conversations with you before I did. Oh man.
Yeah. Gail, we got you. That's one thing I know.
I will definitely get some lessons on that.
Can I just add one thing, if you don't mind? For anyone looking for a GoPro and it's a bit pricey, I've got a DJI Action. I guess they're like one of their main competitors. And not many people know this, but DJI have very cleverly made their action camera the same specs, like size-wise and shape, as the GoPros. So you can actually use your GoPro accessories on the DJI Action. So if you found, because DJI Actions are often on sale and a little bit cheaper. So if you went that route, you can actually use GoPro accessories on that, which is really cool, which is what I do. So
that makes sense.
It might help.
Write that down.
Out there, but I thought that was pretty cool.
Where's a pen when you need it?
Sorry?
I said, where's a pen when you need it?
Can that be found on Amazon? This DJI thing?
Yeah. I think I bought mine on Amazon Australia, actually. Because prices are...
Daz, can you email me the name of that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
okay.
But it's made by DJI. I've also got... Can you see that? That's the DJI gimbal for phones. So if I turn that on...
The stabilizer.
Yeah, it's a stabilizer. So it's not connected to my phone at the moment. But yeah, so you can pretty much hold it, move it around, and this is a really bad example. Hang on. Sorry, I didn't mean to take over everything like that.
No, that's all right.
No, not at all. That's what this is.
We're all YouTubers here.
It comes with a clip-on magnetic thing here that you can clip onto the phone, or it also comes with one that's like a sticker, and you can stick it permanently to the phone. And then what you do is you just line it up with the gimbal here. That's on.
Uh-huh.
And then
snapped on.
So I'll just turn it on again. And then if I turn on my phone,
that's all fancy.
Right?
Totally.
Yeah.
It looks
Oh,
So-
fancy to me.
It's like a
So-
robot arm.
Yeah, this gimbal here, it comes with a tripod as well, which you can take off.
I was
That's good for
wondering
that.
how you got some of your awesome camera angles, like when you were in the kitchen. I was like, how does he do that? Because he had all this
Yeah, okay.
fancy equipment. I'm sitting here all
So-
awkwardly trying to figure out how to do all this stuff by myself, man. Oh, I need a
So-
camera guy.
I
I'm
like
going to step out for 1 second because I have to answer a text about my mom and NC. So I'll be right back.
Okay.
everything's okay.
Thank you.
So,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah,
Jack.
anyway, I just wanted to point out that, so you've got a couple of options. If you're only using a phone, you can buy gimbals like this on Amazon. You can get different companies doing, say, knockoffs of this, or there's the previous model of this is quite cheap now. I think this one here cost me maybe 180 Australian. Please don't ask me to convert it. But it links. Okay, thanks, mate. So
Yeah, I've seen about 80 bucks. I've looked into them.
okay, so yeah, this connects to the phone via Bluetooth, and you download an app, and then you can do all sorts of things. You can zoom in and out. You can make it turn, and like it's doing now. I've got a thumbstick here. It's got a trigger. It's got another button on the side here where you can zoom, and you can pretty much set it up to do a whole bunch of things. It's got modes where you can film in different styles as well. You can make mini movies with the app. So that's one option there. That's the gimbal by DJI. DJI as in the people that make the drones, DJI. And then, yeah, you've got the action camera, which I actually have here. So that's my DJI. That's the little guy there. So
That looks like a GoPro.
yeah, so that is, I think it's about the equivalent of about maybe 1 or 2 models back on the GoPro, like the latest GoPro. But if you look at YouTube, it's got massive reviews. It's really still really well rated for a device. Whoa!
Oh, I know what that is. I know what that is. I've seen this movie, man. They start building stuff like that, and the Terminator pops out and smokes everybody. I've seen this before.
That's awesome.
So yeah, anyway.
Welcome.
So that's basically it. And then I've got third-party accessories like here where I can put tripods and stuff and screw them in, and selfie sticks and sorry.
Oh, I thought that was a cattle prod.
That's a lot better than what we have. We need a better camera.
So yeah, okay. So that's the DJI Osmo Action.
We'll have to check it out.
And it will fit most accessories for GoPro. And the microphone on it's okay, but I bought this here on Amazon, this attachment here. And you can see it's got a microphone port in the front there, as well as USB-C in the bottom.
Yep.
And that goes into the USB-C port, and then you can connect an external microphone to here.
Cool.
And it just improves your sound. And anyway, I didn't mean to take over. Sorry, guys, but
No, that's all right.
No,
This is
I
fantastic.
like that.
This is
Okay,
Daz
let's-
101.
You should do a video, Daz, on all this.
Yeah, you should. Just
I was
like
thinking
the
the
whole,
same thing.
yeah.
We have
Yes,
the
sorry.
GoPro, and I bought an external mic for it because of the wind, because it's got the cover on it.
yes.
And that just makes it so much better because it's always somewhat breezy.
Yeah. So yeah, apologies. I didn't mean to take over. I just wanted to point out
No.
that there is, hopefully it'll save somebody a little bit of money instead of going the whole, like GoPro are awesome, but I just don't have the money for the full GoPro outfit.
Yeah,
Cattails, sorry.
they are pretty pricey.
Yeah.
Hey, cat, stop.
Hey, Pastor Lon, welcome, the homesteading pastor.
Ellie, your tail's in the way, girl.
You know,
Country Mama
Daz,
Musing had the same problem the other day. She had a cat on her live.
you know,
Me or
Daz,
who?
Country Mama Musing.
Oh, okay. I'm not the only one getting
No, you're not the only
cats
one.
from all directions.
But
you
speaking
know,
of,
Daz, I'm going to go even a step lower than your camera. Everybody always asks me, what do I use? What do I do on mine? At least family does. I've spent $150 on camera stuff. I'm really cheap. You guys probably go, man, he's got a Pioneer, he's got a Foreman. I'm the cheapest guy on the planet, and I just purchased the Casso brand. I have 2 cameras. One was $50, one was $100. I think I just lied there because I spent $10 on a mic, but that's all I ever spent on it. I don't do, like, I hear Gail say, am I pointing right? Hear Gail say all her things for downloading, and like Yogi just said, you have to make sure you have the big SD card. I'm like, I don't know how long the videos you guys are doing, but I have a good size SD card, maybe 100 and something, but I don't ever have that issue. I don't do a lot of editing. You know, a lot of my stuff is just, I wing it, I go, and what you see is what I really did. I didn't go and splice it or dice it. What you see is what you get, guys. And I do add some words to it, but I got one app on my phone, one app downloaded. That's it. And yeah, and it's $150 worth of cameras, and they're the same. Like, if you look up Picasso, it's on Amazon also. It's what is it? AKASO, Picasso. They're cheap. Yeah. The $100 one is just as good as some of the newer GoPros, and I have no issues with it whatsoever. And I only spent $100 on it, so that's another brand to look into. Your stabilizer thing, the New York Farm Girls, they told me I should get one. And I'm sorry, as long as my arm's working pretty darn good, or I have a tripod, I can't see just.
I'll try anything that'll make this situation better because this phone is not cutting it.
Yeah, I mean they're cool. I think it's really cool to hit the button and have them go. And I'm not trying to insult you whatsoever, Daz, but when I saw $100 price tag, I was like, ugh. For something that I'm just holding with my hand anyways, you know what I mean? So
the only reason I got a GoPro. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say the only reason I got a GoPro is I told my husband to buy me one, please, for my birthday. So I got one for my birthday, but I will say
what I was gonna do. Hey, this is what I want for Christmas.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, because we ran into the problem where the phone got filled up, or like we have the computer filled up, and that's fine. Like, I don't have a problem with that. We've done all that, and we upgraded phones since then. But we just ended up doing it, and we like the GoPro, but we do a lot more editing for the most part. And the only reason why I say why is because when we're filming something, like say when we were doing the pig barn and we're building something, I can't keep stopping to shut it off and turn it on because that drives the big guy nuts. So I'll use the voice commands, but if the voice commands, sometimes if it's too loud, like, outside noise, it doesn't pick up, then I'll just walk over and I leave it running, or I'll let it just shut off, Yeah. But now that I've upgraded to a newer phone, I know Roost and Rescue was saying that. Hey, Kelly, welcome. I just don't want it all on my phone. I have tons of pictures on my phone and stuff, so I like having it separate. I just do the shorts on my phone.
Yeah, I have to point out that oh, sorry, mate.
No, I'm just saying I got the Apple. I can't remember how much storage it has. I know it's over 200 and something. So I put everything on my phone, but I don't have like music and all that other stuff on there. So I got so much room. It's unbelievable. I don't think I've erased half the stuff I've done in the last 4 months, and then my phone's still going.
Must be nice.
Yeah, it's an upgraded phone. But that's why I told you, Gail, if you're going to use your phone for everything, like I mainly use my phone more than I use those Acassos. I only use the Acassos when I'm riding because I can't talk on my phone. The mic's in my helmet. So then I talk when I'm riding because I have my helmet has my GoPro on it with the mic attached to it, so then I can ride and talk to you guys. But if I'm going to use my phone for everything like you're going to do, then invest in a good phone, because that's your camera and everything. I mean, that's just a thought. I know it's
Hoops, thanks for being here.
What's up?
My money tree isn't always green in the back either to upgrade, so I totally understand.
Yeah.
Doing
the best I can with what I've got.
Exactly.
Yeah, we just Roost and Rescue. Kelly was saying she's got 3K pics on her phone and 300 videos, no storage issues. We've had to
300 videos.
we have a lot. We share
I
the
have to work
cloud.
one video at a time now. My phone has got that bad. I have a video for tomorrow that's like in 7 little pieces of Shed Wars video, and literally my fingers in it. I don't know how to edit it. It's just going to be in there. Sorry. Just one little piece has a finger. I don't know how to edit that closely. So,
what do you guys
really
use for editing?
I use iMovie, and that's what I was going to say. Like, we have all Apple products, so everything is on the cloud, and so we share a cloud. He has one. You have one separate cloud. I thought you had the smaller 50 whatever for 99 cents or something.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah, I do.
the point is, between all of our devices, I just had to upload because of all the YouTube videos. But we use iMovie, and I love it. I love it even more on my MacBook versus my phone. And maybe some of that is me being older and wearing glasses. I don't care to do it on my phone. I like where I can see better on the computer.
Yeah.
I
heard good things.
We're the same, Yogi. I use the same thing. We same thing. iMovie, and I'd have to look on my phone that I'm on right now, but I use one more app, and that's the one that lets me put like the writing, like we see like my thumbnails that has like the writing on it. I use that app just to add the texting and the like picture in picture, because iMovie you can't do all that, so I do it on this other app that's free. I should send you the for that one.
Excuse
and
me.
that's the only two I use is iMovie and their app. So
I used to be.
She uses
Sorry.
Slice app. That's all right.
I use Video Guru.
What is it?
Yeah.
Video Guru on my phone. I can edit easier on my phone. I can do it on the laptop, but it just takes a lot longer.
Welcome, Paffords. Welcome, welcome.
Go ahead, Daz. What were you going to say, buddy?
No, I was just going to say, thanks, mate. I was just going to say that I used to be a photographer, so I've got Adobe programs, and like for video editing, I've got Vegas Pro, and so more sort of pricier stuff, I guess, from back in the day. So that's why you see me. I can't help myself. Sometimes with my videos, I mess around with inserting, I don't know, funny clips or whatever, and having fun with titles and stuff. But yeah, look, when it comes to doing videos and stuff, you don't have to spend a fortune, because I think some of you have seen my bird videos where they feed and they're in 4K and close up. And that's just on a Samsung Galaxy phone. That's it. There's no pricey cameras and in fact, it's one of my kids' phones that I use. I just use the phone for a lot of my stuff. And I just got lucky with this action camera because a store down here in Australia was clearing out stock and it was $200 off. So I grabbed it then. But you really don't need to be spending a fortune. I really do think a phone, a decent phone is a good way to go these days.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have a decent phone. We have an old phone, but we bought a camcorder. Was it a camcorder from Amazon?
I don't remember even what
It
brand
doesn't
it
even
is.
focus right. It's just a really crappy video camera. So we need to invest in something a little better, such as GoPro
Or the DJI.
or the DJI.
Yeah, your videos look good, though.
Oh, sorry, Des.
No, I was just saying the videos look good, so you're doing something right over there.
Yeah. I mean, we like iMovie because we found that it's on our phones, it's on our computer. We figured it was just easy to use, and I was familiar with it from the phone because when we started using it, we were using the phone and a selfie stick. And then I just got so frustrated with the shake of the phone because I don't always hold it well. And so, like, if you saw our shout outs, it was moving all over the place because I'm not used to using it.
Yeah.
So I really like the tripod idea. And then it just made life easier. Last year, I remember we were processing chickens and Ryan was doing something. And I was like, wait a minute, I got to get this. The tripod makes it easier, because I just put it right in there. So.
Well, next time you're shaking, just get your arm, squeeze up here, find that vein again, get yourself a little bit more, and then that shaking will stop. It'll just get real steady
and drop to the
hold
ground
that
because it's dead.
You know.
You tell me now after I bought a gimbal and everything. Thanks.
You could have just started drinking vodka. That would have stopped the shakes.
Oh, please.
Have another sip, you know.
There you go.
That's when YouTube goes wrong.
Hey, we haven't done a video on a still yet.
Hey, I'll watch that. Do you make your
No
own?
kidding.
No, we don't do that yet. I would consider it. Her cousin knows how to do it. But
Yeah. Well, we have a distillery. I'm sorry?
I just said I'd watch those videos if you made them.
we have a Full Throttle Distilleries about 6 miles from here. So, I mean, they have everything you could possibly want.
Yeah.
But yeah, Yogi, I'm just like you. Everything Apple in our house. So I'm with you. It's easy for me to do it on my phone, you know.
Oh, you're Apple people. I'm gonna have to get out now. Darn.
Yeah, sorry. We're all
Don't worry, we're not Apple people either.
So.
I love Apple. Everything syncs together. I have it on my YouTube on my TV. I have YouTube on my computer. I love it.
I have that on Android.
Night Kelly Rescue.
I have no brand loyalty. I will take whatever's cheap and whatever works. So,
I'm with you, man. Apple is way too expensive for my blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, but I love it.
I mean, you get one iPhone. I could buy like a dozen other phones.
Yeah.
For one iPhone, you know what I mean? Their prices are too high.
Yeah.
We got one buy one get one free though on Mother's Day. It was really
That's still a lot of money.
Yeah. It's hard to part with that much money at one time for us, especially with everything, you know, that we have going on. We're as frugal as possible, and you know, that's kind of why we started doing what we're doing with the homesteading, is so we can not depend on big stores.
I will say that I'm really good about being really good about having my phone for years. Usually what we did was I got the new phone, Ryan got the old one.
Oh, yeah. You know what it is with me? Why I don't pay a lot for a phone, or it doesn't seem like it's a lot, because
that sounds right.
I just put this black mask on, and I walk in there, and I get my phone. So I've never understood why an Apple phone's a lot of money, because I just usually get one. Is that not how you do it, or is there something I'm missing here, guys?
Did I hear knocking at your door?
Is that the FBI, the NSA?
They're coming for you. They're coming.
They're going to be knocking on my door now. We got him.
He's going to take off on his 4-wheeler.
You guys are lucky though. The prices we have over here are extreme. It was, I guess, because we have to import things from other parts of the world, and I think it was Blue Collar that I was talking to just recently about the freeze dryers. For me to get a freeze dryer, it's just the basic. The brand. It's a common brand
Harvest
over there.
Right.
Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, the one Blue Collar has, it's going to cost me in US dollars. I think it's around high fives, $5,600 to get a freeze dryer imported and converted to Australian voltage.
Wow.
So, yeah, as much as I'd love to do it, my wife just looked at me and just laughed in my face. It was
I don't blame her. If it cost me that much to do it, I wouldn't have it myself.
No, yeah, that's almost double what we paid for it.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
But I want to do it so bad. It looks awesome. I was watching you guys, and oh man, it just looks awesome.
Yeah, I love to watch you guys. I want to see what you're going to do next with it. I'm just like anticipating another video. What are they going to freeze dry next?
I don't want to bore you too much with freeze drying. I feel like people are going to be like, "Oh, this again," you know.
Well, you know,
you're thinking too much into it. You're thinking too much into it. Do what you want to do. I mean, I don't know. I never think that way. I just do what I want to do, and if they watch it, great. If they don't, they don't. It's just how it goes.
You know, I was going through
It's your channel. Do what you want to do, and if people like what you do, they'll follow, and that's it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you know, somebody made a comment about freeze drying a chicken.
No, they didn't make a comment.
A live
That was
chicken.
That was you and Gary.
What?
I would
Freeze dry a live chicken and see if you can bring it back.
It'll never happen.
No,
Trust
that's
me. It'll never
definitely
happen.
not. That's not happening.
That'll probably get the most views you'll ever get on
was
YouTube.
it Philip? Nope, wrong way.
You'll
Philip,
probably get thrown in the slammer for that one.
Wait,
That way.
you gotta do opposite. Opposite.
I'm like crying. I feel like
Was
a
it
geek
this
right
crazy
now.
guy right here? Because that's some weird stuff.
Wait, there
I
we
don't
go.
know what we're gonna freeze dry next, but
We should try some of that soup.
yeah, maybe we'll try. I just made this big pot of tomato soup. Maybe I'll try and freeze dry that and bring it back and see how it goes. I think that'll be just like the eggs, though. I think it'll kind of be like a wafery, flaky, like
Yeah.
powder. You just have to add water to. But so far, everything we brought back, you couldn't tell the difference. If you had them side by side, you wouldn't even know the difference.
Now we haven't tried meat or anything yet.
Yeah, we haven't done meat yet.
Lasagna. Do the lasagna one. I'm not telling you what to do, but the lasagna one.
That would be interesting. Lasagna would be cool.
Yeah.
I do want to do that.
Yeah.
Good night, Dawn at DB Acres.
Ooh,
Can I
now
done?
you made me want lasagna.
We've the guy that we watched retired at 40. He did, I think, what was it, 3 or 4 different ways to bring it back and have the best outcome. And I think it was like a casserole dish. No, it was in a pot. And he put sauce in there and then put the lid on it. It re-steamed. He said it was like the best way to do it. So I want to give that a try.
Yeah, I'd like to see. That'd be cool to see. Yeah. Garfield.
I just recently. Oh, sorry.
Does anybody know? Probably nobody knows who Garfield is. I'm sorry. Because you were talking lasagna, Garfield. Anyone?
Garfield the cat. Yeah. Garfield the cat.
Orange cat, the cart.
Orange cat.
Bueller. Very
Oh boy,
Bueller.
we're gonna go that route, huh?
Anyway,
No, I just recently upgraded my dehydrator. So my family have been getting everything from dehydrated strawberries to dehydrated marshmallows lately. It's been
Ooh, I
fun.
did dehydrated marshmallows too. That was fun.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I saw
Yeah,
Stocking My Pantry did it. And I said, ooh, that looks like fun. So I did it. And then Lala Farms, when I went on for my interview on there, they're like, why were you dehydrating marshmallows? So I could have them forever. No, for hot chocolate, I guess. I don't know.
Are they good?
Yeah.
For your
Oh, they're
cereal,
good.
like Lucky Charms.
Like crunchy candy.
Ooh, that would be good.
You know, it's weird. Retired at 40 does a bunch of different stuff in the freeze dryer. The one thing he did that will not work at all is trying to freeze dry a hot dog. Because I don't know if it's just too much fat in there or whatever. It just does not work.
Huh.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. It's like, it kind of dries it out, but it's not freeze dried. It's like, I don't know if there's just so many preservatives in it and fats that it just doesn't work. It just doesn't come out right. Strange.
Welcome, Hedgehogs Homestead. Glad to have you here. Come on up, Jason from Struggle and Strive.
I don't know if I'd want to eat that hot dog. Have you guys ever heard of Vienna sausages?
Oh,
We're from Chicago, dude. Of course we did.
Oh man, my
Are you talking
son
about the
likes
ones in a
those.
can?
No, not those.
Oh
goes.
yeah, the can. My son likes those, and you eat them. I tried it, and it like melts in your mouth. I was like, ooh.
No. That's gross, dude.
So the hot dog would be like the same thing. It would just like dissolve in your mouth. I don't know if I want that one.
When you said Vienna hot dog, I was thinking of Gene and Jude's in River Grove, Illinois. Now that's a good hot dog. That's a Vienna hot dog.
No, these are in the can. These are like a little.
No, those are gross.
Those are nasty.
Yeah, they are.
Like baby food.
That's gross, dude. I wouldn't eat those.
Like cocktail weenies.
Yeah, gross.
Vienna sausages are that potted meat.
We have Costco.
No,
We finally have Costco over here, and their hot dogs are superb, man. I think they're my favorite hot dogs over here.
Really? Costco?
Costco, yeah. I can't go to Costco anymore because it's way down in the city in Melbourne, and we're right up in the north of the state. It's too far to go. But yeah, I miss the Costco hot dogs. They were fantastic.
Are they Nathan's hot dogs at Costco or?
No, I think Kirkland.
I like Nathan's. That's my favorite.
Yep.
Well, I think on the East Coast too, they have sabrets or something like that.
Oh, I love me some sabrets. We used to call them dirty water dogs in New York City.
Dirty
Yeah.
water dogs. What?
They were so good, but like the carts would have them boiled and in the water. And so everybody in New York City used to call them dirty water dogs, but they were so delicious. And then they'd have the pretzels. Oh, amazing.
That sounds
That's
good.
a big debate here at least in my town. Boiled or grilled hot dogs or brats. It's a big debate which one tastes better with, boiled
Steamed.
water or
Was it steamed?
steamed in water or grilled. It's a big debate
Hey,
here. I like them both. I don't care. Just give me one of them. I don't care which one it is. I like them
Hey,
both.
Do you have you been to Portillo's down there in Arizona? There's one floating around down there somewhere.
Nope, I haven't been to one. Nope.
Portillo's, I think it might be
We have
around
to find
Phoenix.
out
I'll have
where
to
it
find
is.
out, but
Yeah.
I got a friend down there. They got one down there. Really good Italian beef.
Yeah, and hot dogs. Their
Yeah.
hot dogs are good.
We
Yeah.
go to Tom's. There's a place in Tempe, Tom's, and he's been
Pretty
there
cool.
since I was a kid, and that place has some awesome brats or hot dogs, whatever you want. Best onion rings I've ever ate, I think. But yeah, it's over there in Tempe. But I'll look up your place though.
Yeah, Portillo's.
Yeah.
Portillo's. All right,
Yeah.
right.
I
I'll
like
write down
special
on it.
hot dogs, Lava.
Yes.
Amen. Love it.
Kraut must be.
Can I point out something? Just it's a little bit off topic. Well, it's on food. You guys have Outback Steakhouse over there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I just tell you all that unless an Aussie has been over to the USA, we don't do bloomin' onions. I mean, bloomin' onion, like bloomin' is an old word that we'd use in the old days. Instead of say bloody this, bloody that, it'd be bloomin' this, bloomin' that, bloomin' flies. But ages ago, yeah, I saw this bloomin' onion, and they're like this great Australian dish. And I'm just looking at it, shaking my head, saying, I've never seen that in my life. Trust me, I've eaten a lot of food. It looks good, though. Like, believe me, if someone pushed it in front of me, I wouldn't be pushing it back. I'd be eating that thing.
You know,
pretty good.
Promised Land Ranch.
Yeah, the blooming onion is pretty good.
Looks like it, yeah.
I don't know. I'm good with never going out back again, quite honestly. That's just me. I like good food, and I don't know. Some chains are not good.
Nah,
I agree.
we don't have a whole lot of good food around here. I mean, we live in a town that has, what do we got? We got a Subway, a Sonic, a McDonald's,
That's it.
and I think there's a Mexican restaurant, and that's it. There's nothing else.
Nothing else.
Yep. We have a great local sandwich.
We may have just a couple more places than that, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
We have a lot of
Whataburger
restaurants
over
in
there,
town.
Phil?
No chains, but
Huh? Whataburger?
No
No.
Whataburger? No.
no Whataburger.
I've never had that either.
Dairy Queen, McDonald's.
You need to move. If you're in Texas and there's not a Whataburger nearby, you need to move. You're in the wrong town.
We're in
in
Tennessee.
No, he's talking to Gail.
Yeah,
Oh.
Uncle John's.
No, we don't have it in town though. The only thing we
No.
have in town is Dairy Queen. It's horrible, but we have, what is it, Sasquatch sandwich?
Yeah, Sasquatch.
Whoa.
Ooh, what's that?
Wow.
Locally owned. We also have Miners Cafe, which is locally owned.
Doing?
Calamity Jane's also locally owned. So they've got some good food, but the hard part is that, this time of the year, our town is really busy with all the tourism. So
Yeah.
it's hard to get in anywhere. So we try to, heck, I'm even getting gas in Rapid City on the way home from work, so I don't have to stop at the gas station here.
Those little mom and pop restaurants are way better than any,
Oh,
run of the mill chain restaurants. Their food is always better.
Hey, what about Arizona Kid? What about, is it In-N-Out Burger or Whataburger? Which one is it? Which one do you like better?
Oh gosh, man, do you guys not know I like to talk? This is a story here. So
Oh, no.
so growing up here, back in all the way to elementary, I can remember In-N-Out was in California. So we would go there on trips, Disneyland, SeaWorld, the beach, and it was a big deal to go there and go to In-N-Out, eat at In-N-Out, and buy a T-shirt. Their t-shirts are like $4 when I was a kid. I think they're like maybe 12 now. But you'd buy a t-shirt that had In-N-Out on it. You'd come back to town and everybody wanted, where'd you get your t-shirts? In-N-Out in cool California. Anyways, and it wasn't nowhere but California. And then it came to Arizona, and my wife laughed because I ruined it for me a little bit. I'm like, man, that was my big deal when I went to California to go get an In-N-Out burger. Well, I'm full of it because I eat it all the time here too. So yes, I would go to In-N-Out before I'd go to Whataburger. I'm sorry. So there's your answer, I guess. Maybe it wasn't.
I keep seeing that pop up online all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Guys fighting about it. In-N-Out or Whataburger, going back and forth. You know, I never had either one.
It is a little overrated, but it's very good and it's very cheap. I mean, I can go there and me and my son can eat and get full for like $12. And that's me and my son, and he's getting an adult meal and I'm getting an adult meal. And $12 we can eat and be great. You know, we go to Chick-fil-A, me and him, or somewhere else, it's like $20, $22.
Yeah.
So it's like half the price at In-N-Out. And I think it's better. I don't know. Just me, I guess.
Well, if I ever get down that way, I'll have to try it.
So. Of the big American burger chains, we have McDonald's and Burger King here. Burger King is split into either Burger King or Hungry Jack's. It's a licensing thing. Way back when Burger King came to Australia, I think around the 60s, there was a little corner shop and it was called Burger King. And they successfully blocked this big corporation from coming in and using their name in certain areas. So we now have either Burger King or Hungry Jack's, and they're essentially the same food and branding and stuff like that. Just the name's different. And then with Macca's, in Australia, we like nicknames and everything. Well, sorry, McDonald's. And now in Australia, McDonald's is pretty much, it still is called McDonald's, but in their advertising, they branded themselves as Macca's. So over here, we all say we go to Macca's. And in fact, there's a commercial on TV at the moment where I think it's maybe 50 years in Australia. And they pretty much say, thanks for turning us from McDonald's into Macca's. So, yeah, if you ever hear an Aussie talk about Macca's, it's McDonald's. That's what Macca's is.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to learn a nice Aussie word this year. My first time learning it. So I started watching Shed Wars videos over the winter when they were doing their season of Shed Wars. And so they kept saying shooks, shooks, shooks. I'm like, what is a shook? Finally, after 3 or 4 times, I was like, that's got to be a chicken. So, yeah. And then now down on Boddington Farm made a big thing out of it because I was saying it wrong. And anyway, it was the thing. But I used to walk around just saying it all the time, just teasing my family with it.
So, chook. Yeah, C-H-O-O-K. Chook.
Instead of shook. I think I was saying shook instead of chook.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're my girls are my chooks. So, yeah, the chooks.
That's what I call my chickens in. I was watching this video when we first got the chickens, and it was Guildford Farms in North Carolina. And she had turned around and she said, you got to call him Chook Chook. So Ryan laughs because I walk around going, Chook Chook. The original girls will run like none other. The new ones, they're nuts. What is Philip doing?
Yeah, I saw that where you threw the pieces of the broccoli, you know, like the leaves or whatever, and then they were just staying there.
Need a refill.
Chicken instead of the old chickens. Why is everybody pointing at me?
We're not pointing at you. We're pointing at
Oh,
He was
Arizona kid needs a refill.
oh, I know. He needs to sing me one.
I'm still
he's getting the
parched.
shakes.
I'm parched. No,
Yeah, my friend April came out. Excuse me. She came out in April. And she was laughing because I just went, watch this. Chook chook. Boom. They all come running. And she's like, this
Nice.
is crazy.
It's
Nice.
the funniest thing.
The new girls,
Actually-
not so much.
They'll learn.
Just getting back to the burgers just for a second, just quickly. Carl's Jr., I hope I said that right.
Mm-hmm.
They've only just come out to Australia in the last year, and I'm dying to get down there. They're like around all the big cities, so nowhere near me because I'm out in the bush. So yeah, I see advertising and it kills me. When I went to the States, I've been to the US 6 times, and I think I came back double the size that I went over originally. It was just, man.
Where did you go?
As in food places or areas?
Cities.
States, cities, restaurants.
I guess cities I've done, say, New York, LA, San Diego, San Francisco, Hawaii, Las Vegas. I've been to, say, the Grand Canyon and, sorry, I've just gone blank. Places like Sedona. Spent quite a bit of time down in Florida, so I went to like the Kennedy Space Center when they were flying the shuttle, and obviously all the big theme parks like the Disneys and that sort of stuff, and Yosemite, and it was fun. I used to work for an airline. I was a specialty chef with them. I'd look after all the like princes and kings and queens and famous people, and so I used to get
than me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been to a few. I mean,
I've
been
traveled
to
to
Montana and Arizona, Mississippi, New Mexico, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New Hampshire, Florida. I don't know. There's a few more, I think. But yeah, there's.
If I ever get back over there, I'll be doing a homestead tour. I'll be just like going to different people's places, and
that's cool. Come on over.
Oh man, it was like the other day when Lisa did her drive. It killed me. I want to be hanging off the back of that thing, going, "Hey, cows!" And
I actually looked at the map the other day, and I was like, "Yeah, if I could do this little road trip, I could hit this YouTube person I know, and then this one over here, and this one over here," and it was just like, yeah.
I think that it would be really cool, Daz, that you could do the next Justin Rhodes tour. Here's a fun fact for you. We lived in North Carolina, and Justin Rhodes is in Fletcher, and I didn't know about him until we moved to South Dakota. Wow. So how wild is that? That we know all these people, and you could be right next door. You don't even know it.
Yeah.
We saw the whole documentary of going across the United States, saw the homesteads. It's so wild.
Does anybody here watch Arms Family Homestead?
I used to. I haven't watched them in a while, but I used to. That's why I have a donkey poodle sweatshirt.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Bill sounds like a Johnny Cash song. Chocolate Love. What do you mean by that? Because I've been everywhere, or what?
I've been everywhere, man.
It's your accent I don't hear. I swear I don't hear your accent just because I know family from.
You're
Texas.
like the only one that doesn't hear it, because I'm sure Daz is like, she sounds like a hick.
Someone said it earlier, and I was like, when I was not on.
Oh, Freehandly Made.
And I was like, oh man, wait, yeah, she does have that accent. I just don't pay attention to it. I don't hear it because I'm just used to hearing it. So I'm sorry. But who was that? Who's that people you just said? Do you watch them, Blue Collar? I wanted to type it in.
Arms Family Homestead.
Yeah.
Daniel Arms, Happy loves them.
A donkey puddle? Donkey poodle?
Poodle.
Poodle.
Yeah, in fact, Keeping It Dutch and Arms Family Homestead, Sawyer Ridge,
Hidden Heights.
Hidden Heights. Those are the people that really we were watching for a while when we decided to actually move forward in Living Traditions and all that. Yeah.
We watch Living Traditions too. A lot of their garden stuff is pretty good. Cog Hill. Yeah. Cog Hill's pretty good.
Yep, absolutely. They just great stuff.
Arms families, they're big. But hey, wait.
Yeah.
Got you guys. Dad, so back to Carl's Jr. I thought of this when you're talking about it. Do they have the commercials like they used to have here in the U.S. with the half-naked women saying, if you're not getting it on you, It's not good because it used to like squeeze out all the juices all over them.
No, not these days. No chance. Everyone. It's funny. Like we're very liberal over here with like our television and stuff. You can get away with minor swear words and a lot of things, but yeah, you don't go that way with women in bikinis and stuff now. It's just no.
Well, I'm not coming to
Hey,
visit.
Bart's Country Home, welcome.
Just saying.
No, their commercials are pretty boring. Actually,
no,
it's like this is a family deal and come and get it. It'll be a picture of a.
That's all I remember from the commercials is just the drippy burger sandwich with all the dripping. That's all I remember. I don't remember any half-naked girls.
No, I probably
I have no clue. I don't know what he's talking about.
I've heard of them. I've never seen a commercial.
Yeah,
but I've heard of them.
They would do those same for Hardee's.
Yeah,
Hardee's is I think the same as Carl's Jr.
Yeah,
Okay.
just another
They're owned by
name.
the same company.
Yeah.
I don't think they were half.
But yeah.
I think Gail's right. They weren't half naked, but there was always some beautiful gal that was the one eating it and had to
Yeah.
get it all T-shirt or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, they weren't half.
I could do that at home. You know, it just falls right there on the top shelf, and then it's just like a mess. And yeah, it's not pretty. It's not pretty when your food falls on you. That's
no.
sorry. I'm not even drinking it. I'm being silly.
Maybe add the slow-mo. It'll give it more dramatization.
13 Carl's commercials just to appreciate the burgers again.
I remember watching this party. I remember watching this Hardee's commercial in North Carolina, and I was like, the food is disgusting. We did not have a good Hardee's by us, and I was like, I can't believe they're trying to make it look that amazing.
One thing I regret about my trip, or something that I didn't do when I was over there, was I became quite a connoisseur of all the burger places, but I never went to a good barbecue place, not one. And all the times I've been there and the amount of time, I never went. Like now,
barbecue. Carl's Jr. had like barbecue sandwiches, so you could have got something kind of from there.
I was trying to remember the name of the barbecue place I went to when I went to Arizona to visit. When we went there the first time, we ate at it, and when we went back there the second time, we ate at it, and I cannot remember the name of that place.
Joe's.
Does it have a pig on it, and do they sell like barbecue sauce in there?
Joe's Barbecue.
Does it have a pig on it?
I believe so. Joe's Barbecue. There's even it's called the
Stuckey's or something.
It's called the Pork Shop that's down in Queen Creek, and they're really known for their stuff too. But they raise all their pigs, and they do everything in house. Everything.
It was good. The food was good, and it was affordable, and it was so good. We ate there the first time, and we went back and we ate there again. So I didn't like the ride up the tortilla flat though, because I'm afraid of heights, and it's like no side thing there, and but I did do it twice.
you know something you guys have over there, which I think you should be very proud of? The breakfast burrito. Wow. They don't do that here. I went over there and it was like, I heard this like, oh, it was like, what is this? It was so good.
That's just.
Do you make them at home, Daz? Do you make your own breakfast burritos?
No, I should.
You should, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love breakfast burritos. I like to make them for lunch sometimes just because I like breakfast burritos.
Yeah, I've never had like a McDonald's breakfast burrito.
Oh.
Have you made your own?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do too.
Yeah, Daz, my grandma would come from Dallas, Texas to come visit for like a month during the summer, and we'd be at the dairy. And I don't want to insult my mom, but my grandma would do it all the time, but my mom wouldn't. She would come out and find me at the dairy and go, "Mijo, are you hungry?" And I go, "Sure." She'd come out with trays of breakfast burritos for all the workers. I miss my grandma. I'm gonna cry. No, but yeah, she used to always come and do that. But I wish she lived to go back to Dallas,
Nice.
Texas. So, anyway,
Hmm.
memories. You made me think of that when you said breakfast burrito with my grandma. So,
Aw.
The other thing that blew me away was, oh, sorry guys, man flu. Everybody, oh,
Oh,
Hey man, you got the Rona?
thank you very much. Thank you very much. No, the other thing that blew me away was your serving sizes. When my very first night I landed in the United States, I went to Anaheim. I stayed at Anaheim because I was going to Disneyland my very first time in America. And there was a McDonald's right across the road.
yes, there is.
And I went in there. Yeah, just next to, it was the Howard Johnson back then.
It's still
probably
there. Still there, buddy.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
still there, yeah.
Yeah, so I went in there and ordered a large meal, and your large meal over there, no, how should I say it? Our large meal here would probably be the small over there. It was as if I got to the counter and had to go, thank you for the cola, and put my arm around it, and thank you for the fries, and put my arm around the fries. It was, yeah, wow.
That's why we're
shocked
also
at the
chunky
sizes.
over here, man.
Yeah.
Portion size is too big.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool though. I don't know whether they've revised it now since everyone's more sort of going the healthy way with salads and stuff. But yeah, your portion sizes were definitely massive back in those days.
Well, if you ever watch the documentary Super Size Me, you'll know all about it.
Yes, good point.
Yeah, they talked about certain states were more likely to where they pushed more about like supersizing it and stuff like that. It was pretty wild. Night Blue Collar, thanks for being here. But
Bye, Blue Collar.
I think we're gonna get going, y'all. It was a fun night. Thanks for being here. We had a lot of people in here.
Mm-hmm.
Super exciting. Philip, I hope you're okay.
I'm never okay. What are you talking about?
Well, you were worried about grandma, so I just was trying to,
Like I'm gonna lose. I only had one. I want more, but I only had one.
Well, thanks for being here, everybody. I appreciate it. It was so much fun. We will see you all next week. Daz, feel better.
Thank
Hey,
you.
there's Ryan.
Everybody, please.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
Wait, before you jump, Ryan, your mustache is just like my dad's. I don't know if I said that.
Give a
before,
close up.
but they
He's
call
gonna
him
give a close
Poncho.
up.
His name's not Poncho, but they call my dad Poncho because you know who had a mustache like that? Poncho Villa.
Yeah.
You know who that is?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So they started calling my dad Poncho, even though he's not Hispanic blood whatsoever, but because he had that big mustache. He still does to this day, just like you do. Every time I see you, I think,
Oh,
you know that
okay.
restaurant that insults you.
Charlie's.
What?
No, there's a restaurant here in the United States. It's called Dick's Last Resort.
Yeah.
Or something like this, someone's last resort. And anyway, the part of it is the waiters and waitresses insult you.
Wow.
It's actually pretty funny. But
Yeah.
I went to one time, and they make these hats out of like butcher paper, and they put something on it. And they had said the 70s is calling you or something.
you know who else?
Can I
had a
just-
mustache kind of like that? Burt Reynolds, like Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So, are you dipping, Ryan? Are you
What's
dipping?
that?
Are you dipping?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. You know what that means, right?
What?
Dipping?
Oh yeah. Yeah, Copenhagen or Skoal, or I
Okay.
used to chew tobacco. Now I smoke now. So
Yeah.
I know that's bad, but yeah, no, I used to, back when I was in my 20s, I used to chew tobacco. Yeah.
So, I did. I miss it.
Yeah, I do too.
So yeah, it was one of the easiest bad habits to do because think about it back in the day when you go get on a plane, it said no smoking smoking. Didn't say no chewing. You know,
Yeah,
you go to a
right.
restaurant, no smoking. Didn't say no chewing. It was like the easiest habit to get away with. You know, do you remember the
Yeah.
plugs? Do you remember the plugs too, Ryan? You still be able to buy a plug.
Yeah,
I used to love it. Bite
Sorry,
it off.
blood cats.
Yeah, I used to chew that Redmond totems is what I used to chew. Yeah,
We're dating ourselves. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I miss those
Yep.
Lisa, before you go,
Yeah.
can I ask you guys, when you have a chance, jump on to the big Google and look up an image. Actually, everyone can do this. This is in relation to you, Ryan. Sorry, buddy. Look up, type in David Boone cricketer or David Boone cricket. And Ryan, you look like a very famous Aussie cricketer who was an absolute legend over here with his mo and everything. And there you go, Booney.
It does look like this.
Booney.
Lord. Look at that.
Actually, if you type in David Boone glasses and have a look at him with glasses, and I swear it twins. The guy is a legend. He was a very famous cricketer and loved his beers. From Tasmania.
I have a friend that when I
that is crazy.
It's looking a bit grey there, but yeah. So I'm going to call you Booney from now on.
My hair when it grows long is curly and it gets real curly. And a friend of mine, he calls me Gene Shalit.
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh wow.
Well, Ryan, it sounds like you have an admirer there.
That is hilarious, Dad.
Oh wait, this is totally a good one. Wait a minute.
There you go.
Yeah.
You must homestead.
So from now on, it's not Ryan, it's Booney. I'm going to be like, hey, Lisa and Booney.
Yeah, that was funny, Daz. That was really good.
Sorry to do that to you live, mate.
What's that?
Sorry to do that to you live, but I just couldn't resist.
No, I would do the same. That's hilarious.
He had to end it on a funny note, I guess.
Yeah, that is funny.
I was laughing, but you couldn't hear because my microphone was on and the cats are being unruly over here. It's feeding time for them. They're like, Mama, it's time to eat, man.
Yeah, well, we're going to get going.
Yeah.
Go feed your cats. Everybody, thanks for being here.
Yeah,
that was a
thanks
lot
for
of people
joining
here
us.
tonight.
Bye, everybody.
We're really excited. Thanks for being here.
Thanks
Take
for having
care.
me and putting up with my sniffling.
Yeah.
Feel better.
Feel better, Daz.
Again? Oh, please.
Bye, Phil. Bye, Gail. Bye, everybody. Take care. Thank
Bye,
you.
everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.